So today we're gonna talk about another party because I like the party. Um, this was actually one of my very first parties, so it has like some meaning to it, I guess, but I don't know. So basically, let's start the story off. It took place back in 2015, November 21st. The only reason I know this so well is because this was exactly 10 days before my birthday, so I just know it off the top of my head. So I was hanging out at home, and my friend Law hits me up, and he's like, hey, it's my friend Stephanie's 16th today. Do you want to come to the party? And I'm like, sure, I'm down. So basically, went over to my friend Law's house, and I met up with Law and Sean. Sean's like Law and I's like mutual friend, I guess. So yeah. So basically, around like 9 o'clock, Lowell's dad drives us over to Stephanie's house, and we get to the party, and it's like 5, 6 people there. So we got there kind of early, and I brought my bong as well. So I went outside, and I was just kind of smoking out there for about an hour straight. And I came back inside, and it was just packed full of people. And at that point, I was like, all right, time to get crossed. So I picked up a few Mike's Hard Lemonades. And this is back when Mike's Hard Lemonade first came out, so it wasn't like the best, wasn't the worst. It kind of had like a weird taste to it though. So I was hitting the Mike's Hard Lemonade. I was downing them like one after another after another. So yeah. And then I guess just basically the whole night consisted of me doing that over and over. And then around like 11:30 or 12 o'clock at night, this one guy came to the party, and he was like a norteño, which is basically the Mexican version of like a blood. And came in, and he was already on like so many bars, and he started drinking. And if you guys know, Xanax and alcohol don't work too well together. So he was there for about an hour, and he blacked out. And he was coughing up like blood and shit, so it was all bad. The parent of the house, Stephanie's mom, basically, she called an ambulance. The ambulance called the cops. The cops came, shut the party down. They had everyone who was 17 and younger take a seat on couches. The 18-year-olds were free to go because they're 18. He went around asking each person if they were high or drunk or anything, and then they called their parents. So basically, I go inside from outside, and I see my two friends sitting on a couch, and they're both just fucked up, like they're looking like they fucking dropped some acid. And I personally knew I was way more gone than they were. So my decision was to like lean against this kind of like beer pong table, because I thought that if I leaned against the beer pong table, I would look pretty normal. So that's what I did. And so the cop goes around to my two friends, asks them if they're high and drunk. They both reply, only kind of. And of course they were gone. And they had to call their parents. Parents came and got them. So he gets to me, and he's like, cop legit says, so are you drunk on any marijuana or high on any alcohol? And I was like sitting there, and mentally I'm thinking, what did the cop just ask me? Wait, and I was like playing it back through my head over and over while the cop's just staring at me. And the cop starts dying laughing, and I was like, ha 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 ha, trying to kind of pull off a goodish laugh. And I was like, no sir. And he was like, okay, let me call your parents. And like with a little quick typey on my phone, switch my drug dealer's contact to dad, hit up my dealer, and I'm like, yo dad, can you talk to the cop? And my dealer was baked as fuck, and he was like, what? Give it to the cop. And I'm like, oh, I'm so fucked, I'm gonna go to jail. The cop goes outside, talks to my dealer, and I'm like inside like just hoping that he fucking doesn't figure out that that's actually my dealer and not my dad. It comes back inside, and it's like, was that actually your dad? And I'm like, yeah. And the cop's like, yeah, he sounds kind of young. And I'm like, yeah, he had me at a young age. And right after I said that, a cat came inside, and it was like a little kitten. And the cop really liked this cat, so he's like, oh my god, the cat is so cute. So the mom of the house, Stephanie's mom, picked up the cat, and unknowingly the cop took a picture of the cat using my phone, and then he gave the phone back to me. And he was like, alright, you're good to go. I was like, oh, what the fuck just happened? So yeah, I'll put a picture of that cat. So yeah, that's the cat. I think he's pretty cute. But so to continue the story, everyone went home, and it was basically left down to me, and there were 6 other girls, one being, of course, Stephanie, because it was her house, and there's 5 other girls from the party. I think most of the girls were pretty sober because they didn't really drink or smoke or anything, and 3 of the girls went to sleep because they were tired, one of the girls being Stephanie. So I was left with 3 other girls. One of these girls was actually Sean's girlfriend, so I didn't want to really talk to her that much, just kind of not start drama. And there's 2 other girls. Me and these 3 other girls all started drinking a ton, and we all got really drunk together. So Sean's girlfriend actually went to sleep because she felt too drunk. So basically me and these 2 other girls. And at that point, I had to choose between these 2 girls on which one I wanted to hook up with at that night. So I was just kind of looking at both of them. One was kind of smaller than me, one was kind of like my height. I didn't know any of them because they both went to another school than me. So I just kind of talked to them. And then one went to sleep and the other one was kind of hanging out with me, but she was falling asleep and so was I. And then Sean's girlfriend got up and went outside and puked. And me and this other girl went outside and were helping her, being it's okay, don't worry about it. And eventually she stopped puking and went back inside instead of me and this other girl. So I went and sat down on a chair across from her, and she was hanging out the couch across from me. Out of the blue, she just says, "Come over here." So I walk over her. We're cuddling all night until 5 a.m. in the morning. Everyone wakes up. They're like, "Oh, so cute, you guys are cuddling." And I'm like, yeah. So I head home, go to sleep again, because I didn't sleep all night, and yeah, that's basically the end of the story.
Converse with my addictions. Don't talk, just listen. 5 drugs that I'm mixing. Money the only thing on my vision. Infatuated with them semi-semantics. All of my niggas is thugs with some habits. Like bring my TV, we been with